Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on center control. Hope you enjoy, and also remember that this is actually a very important lesson and you will need it later on. But also remember to enjoy it and share it with friends and like and subscribe, and let's start the video. So when we go to lichess.org, we're gonna, so this is like a side of chessboard. This is white. So center control is when you can get your pawns to two places, d4 and e4. Now I'm going to show you what it is. So you really, if you're doing the king pawns opening, first move your king pawn. Then when you move your other pawn, then you move it two spaces up. That is called center control. Now both your pawns are in the center, and it's right now given a lot of space for these bishops to develop. So now you can see that when you've developed your and you've connected your rooks and you've castled, you have pretty much finished the opening. So that's great, because now you might be ahead of your opponent in your game, because you've developed and your pieces are far more activated and it's just way more stronger. So but sometimes we can be blocked. So say we get let's just say we had a black pawn here, right? So say we moved our pawn here. Then we moved no. Let's just say we're doing the queen pawns opening, right? Then when we move, when this moves here, now this prevents us from moving our pawn here, because then the black pawn will just take. So it's best to be smart, and instead of moving here, just move here. Or in fact, you shouldn't even move at all, because if you just move it here, then you're blocking your bishop to get to develop as more farther. It can only move here. So it's best just not to do just keep with the queen pawns opening, which I will be talking about in a later video, and just focus on doing something right. So same here, when you're starting off, you're going to start off here. So say you're doing the king pawns opening. So say you move here, and your opponent moves here. Now you can't move your pawn here, else it'll just take, right? So instead of moving here, you don't really move it at all. Just keep your pawn there. Both of you are fighting for the center control. So instead of just trying to give up a pawn for free, don't try to fight for the center control and start developing, so that you don't lose your center control, and you want to be as strong enough in the opening as possible. So when we review, here's what happens. Getting center control in the first part of the game is by moving both your pawns to d4 and e4. But sometimes that might not be feasible if our opponent moves, say, here, and then we move here, and then we're not allowed to move here. We're not allowed to get center control, or else it'll take our pawn. So it's best to be smart, not to move here and let our opponent take the pawn, because then we're just giving up a free pawn for free. And later on, if the opponent proves to be better than us, he has a 1-point lead, and he has taken a pawn of ours, which could be really precious later in the end game if a lot of our pawns are taken, and a lot of our minor pieces are taken too, especially, and also the queen. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later. And in the next video, I'll be teaching you the queen pawns opening and the king pawns opening.